This is one of those watches that doesn't ask for attention. It's not here to explain anything. It's here simply to get going and just assumes you know what you're looking at. And these days where mainstream dive watches are fighting over heritage and approvals on Reddit, this Ocean Star quietly shows up with a 120 click bezel and a movement that runs laps around expectations. This dial is where Mido absolutely nails it. The blue wave pattern isn't printed, it's crafted, it's layered. There's a depth, a texture, and a gradient fade that really elevates this piece. It's a dial that photos don't quite capture. You have to see it move on your wrist. You have to see it dance in the sunlight. And once you do, you understand why people call it underrated. The numbers paint a perfect love story of dimensions on this piece. 39 millimeters wide, lug width of 20, 10.5 thick, and a compact lug-to-lug of just under 47, which keeps it firmly planted on the wrist. 120 clicks on this bezel means you get 30-second accuracy for timing anything your heart desires. Clean, precise, no backplay, no mush. It's the kind of bezel that makes you keep turning it, even when you don't need to. Collectors know how underrated this caliber 72 is. Yeah, it's an ETA-based movement, but it's upgraded with a Nevacron balance spring, which is a proprietary titanium-based alloy that offers better resistance to magnetism, temperature shifts, and everyday nonsense your wrist gets into. You get 72 hours of power reserve at 3.5 Hz. A stable, efficient workhorse of a movement which makes you feel like you may need to apologize to your watch winder because you won't be needing it. This piece feels very solid on the wrist. There's enough weight to remind you it's Swiss and serious, but not enough to punish you for wearing it all day. It really is incredible how thin this piece is though. You don't expect that it would tuck away under a shirt cuff so easily given the 200 meters of dive rating. It really is a dive watch that wears like a daily and just disappears when you don't need it. The bracelet though deserves real credit here. Quick swap, no tools, clean execution. The clasp fully milled. None of that stamped shortcut BS here. You get multiple half links, you get an adjustable extension built right in. Hot day, cold office, swollen wrist after soaking in the sun, whatever it may be, you will find the perfect fit. This is what people mean when they say thoughtful design. I've heard enthusiasts talk about how bulky this clasp is, but I didn't find that to be the case with this piece. The clasp is substantial, I'll give them that, but I find this works in your favor since it creates a more balanced wearing experience. There's a better overall weight distribution around your wrist, which really helps keep the watch planted all day. When it comes to lume, there's nothing really to write home about. It doesn't last as long as you would expect it should for a dive watch of this caliber, but I suspect that has more to do with the quantity than the quality. You get 12, 6, 9 triangular markers and round indices everywhere else, with the exception of this 3 o'clock position. This Ocean Star 39 is a no-nonsense watch that just keeps showing up day in and day out. It's like a dedicated athlete in a sport where competition is the goal, not fame, not fortune. It's a watch that really deserves more respect than it gets. It just ticks all the right boxes and does so without ever asking for an applause. A reliable Swiss workhorse that delivers an understated punch. It's the kind of watch for people who know. And if you don't, this might be the watch that teaches you.